All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Expert Expats, and we are back with another episode. And India has won against New Zealand. Champions Trophy is ours, guys. What are your views? What are you feeling? How is your reaction? बोलो
Push.
कुछ तो
We are
आवाज कर
happy. Woo!
Nice, nice. So as we
Very happy.
predicted, as we predicted
Yes.
before that we will win the Champions Trophy. It was just like how we will win it. So we have a new person in the panel. Gaurav Gupta is joining us from Ireland. Expert expat is going to places, guys. So Gaurav, tell us what do you feel about the match today?
Fantastic match. I think in first innings, I felt in the hindsight, if you look at it, the negative point was batting of Darren Mitchell. He took up a lot of dot balls. I think 39 on 40 dot balls in his whole innings, and strike rate was around 69. So that was bad on his end. He may thought of taking few balls and maybe hitting it on the later half of the innings, but that didn't took off. He was too strangled and he was on his own shell, and that backfired for New Zealand big time. Fortunately, Bracewell in the end helped the cause by scoring big quick runs and getting the total to 250. But yeah, they could have scored more. I think around 280 will be good score on this pitch, which was very slow, not turning, but it was slow in the later second half. So in the hindsight, I think New Zealand will be cursing, or will thinking about how Daryl Mitchell played in the first innings. Yeah, and then thing in the second innings, if I have to tell, in the last 10 or 15 overs, they could have bowled more slow balls or slower overs or from the spinner, and I think bringing on Rylo Rook as a fast bowler again backfired for them because ball was coming on at a good pace, and Rahul and Atik Hardik Pandya played well on the fast bowler. So maybe Santner could have brought himself earlier in the attack, to put the brakes on the running rate. But yeah, all in all, great win for India. Rohit Sharma played well according to the situation, but a stupid, unnecessary shot while getting out.
Yes, so Varun, we see that you are roaming outside on the streets of India. How is the feeling out there on the streets, and what are your views for the match?
It's been great. I've been listening to fireworks for quite some time now, almost half an hour, and also a lot of sounds playing in the background from Lehra Do to Rang De Basanti. So that's a festive mood in India right now. But more or less, people will go to retire off now. It's a working day tomorrow. Good win for India. We kind of expected it, but yeah, still it was a much closer match than what we anticipated.
Yeah.
It could have been better. India was terrible in the field. We dropped around 4 or 5 catches. We could have been much better there without the dropped catches. But for New Zealand, I'll just say they missed on the strategies a bit because even in the last game where they played Nathan Smith, they bowled him only 2 overs. So I was not sure why he was playing, because if you're only going to bowl him for 2 overs, there's no need to play as a specialist bowler.
Yeah.
They could have brought in Conway, and even if they were playing three seamers, they could have brought in Conway just for experience over Young, and also his record on turning tracks. Because the big reason is New Zealand has been playing in Pakistan and in Dubai, the tracks have been more favorable to spinners. So he could have been a very different challenge for India, and also his record against India has been a lot better than what we have seen for other New Zealand players, right?
Yeah.
But shout out to Kuldeep Yadav for today's game because he was under a lot of pressure after his performances in ICC knockouts. But today he delivered with the two biggest blows for New Zealand. And just being the Kanpur boy, he has a special place for me. So yeah, shout out for him that he finally lived up to his name. And now we have our new Kulcha after Chahal's exclusion. We have Kuldeep and Chakravarti. So yeah, we have our new Kulcha and team. All the best to the guys for the next ICC
Yeah,
tournaments.
yeah. I mean, we were also talking about in our previous podcast that Kuldeep should be replaced by Arshdeep in the finals. So now I think that somehow paid off. Keeping Kuldeep and his experience is also very important. So, Shoaib, tell us about your views on the game.
So I think it was a fantastic game. I would say कुछ देर के लिए गोटी मुंह में नहीं, बहुत ज़्यादा देर के लिए गोटी मुंह में हो गया था आफ्टर फर्स्ट 15 ओवर्स एंड इट वाज वाइस वर्सा इन न्यूजीलैंड इनिंग फर्स्ट 15 ओवर के लिए वहाँ पे लग रहा था कि चला गया मैच बहुत दूर बट देन आई थिंक चक्रवर्ती एंड देन कुलदीप ब्रॉट अस बैक so overall I would say it's good that we are now on the winning streak of ICC knockouts but still like I think कि कुछ clinical जो wins होती है like what Australia used to have if we see 2023 World Cup final या WTC final even there are like finals we see in like 2015 2007 so India being so big team and taking games so far away from opponent again they are not able to like bring this momentum till the end we always see like it is last over second last over finish and I am just worried like if we actually play very difficult team who knows how to win big matches because last two finals were against New Zealand and South Africa. Both of them had a history of choking in the finals. So we have to be, we just not have to leave away कि हाँ ठीक है जीत गए चलेगा because whenever we see such kind of big opponents, there is a chance, and it could be West Indies, it could be Australia. These are the teams who doesn't like choke in big tournaments. And even we lost to Pakistan, who also sometimes like we don't know what kind of Pakistan turns up in a ICC knockout. So I think overall, some lessons for the future. But I think one thing which I really liked about today's game was the kind of initiative players took. It wasn't like Shami has to perform or Virat has to perform, then only they can win. A lot of youngsters, even Gill, compared to his past few innings, was much better than Rahul, Shreyas, all played their game. I hear and Akshar are two very big, like I think they are the players for our next 10 years. They have shown it at the big place. So I think overall, many new heroes have arrived, and some older ones are still in the game. So now I think we should be enjoying our IPL for 2 months
Yeah.
without having that song "Thada Ho Aaj Bhi Hai."
Yeah,
No,
and
the ruthlessness what Shoaib is talking about, I think it will come since we have started winning the IC2 tournaments, right? So it will come with time. But yeah, we are on the way. It should be there, I think, by the next year when we start the campaign for T20 World Cup. But
One thing was of prime notification was that we won the trophy without Jaspritbumrah, and that was a very big talking point before the start of the tournament. That we are without our prime bowler. Shami was not fit before for almost an year. Then Arshdeep has not played a lot of one days. Harshad is basically new. So yeah, we winning without Bumrah has been a big plus. And second point is that this has been a talk for almost around 10, 12 years now when Dhoni was in his prime that this will be India's era, that we are going to be the next superpower of cricket. But we have not entered that. When Dhoni was winning 11-30, there was a talk, but we did not go there. But now I see that okay, now we are in that phase where our team will be the favorite going into every tournament above Australia, because now we have made three finals back to back in the three different tournaments, 50 overs, 20 overs, and then Champions Trophy. So now we are the team to beat wherever the tournament is being played. It can be India or anywhere else. So now I want to see how are we able to continue this momentum to the next two tournaments, because we have T20 World Cup next year and then again the 50 over World Cup in 27. So that will be a big challenge, but I think India is up for it.
yeah, because I think only New Zealand could have made us, work for our trophy. I don't think any other team would have even came closer. And even today we thought that we will win very easily, but it was not that easy. So फैजान, आपके व्यूज़ बताएं कैसा लगा आपको आज का गेम और आपके स्पेशल एक्सपर्ट कमेंट्स.
नहीं आई आई थिंक इंडिया का जितना बनता ही था मैं फुल क्रेडिट देना चाहूँगा रोहित शर्मा को क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि उसकी जो कैप्टेंसी थी उसकी बदौलत ही हम ये चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी जीते हैं क्योंकि अगर आप देखें कि विनिंग कॉम्बिनेशन तो हमें मिल गया है लेकिन जब भी देखा गया है कि अभी कंटिन्यू वो 15 टॉसेस लूज किया है, लेकिन एक भी टॉस के टाइम जब वो हारा है तो उसने ऐसा प्रिडिक्ट ऐसा शो नहीं करा है उसके फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन से या उसके टॉस के टाइम पे कि मुझे ये करना था, चलो ये नहीं मिला तो ये सब जो भी चीज़ उसको मिली उसने उसको पॉजिटिविटी के साथ एक्सेप्ट किया और फिर उस हिसाब से उसने प्लानिंग करी, उस हिसाब से उसने उस मैच के अंदर वो उतरा था। तो मुझे लगता है कि यहाँ रोहित शर्मा की जो मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ थी एज ए कैप्टन, उस वजह से हमें बूस्ट मिला। और मुझे लगता है कि अब वो जो एरा जो मैंने नहीं देखा लेकिन मैंने उस बारे में सुना है कि 2003 से 2007 जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया टीम थी एक पॉन्टिंग वाली, तो वो कॉम्बिनेशन मुझे लगता है इंडियन टीम ने अब ले लिया है कि हर एक पोजीशन पर उसको एक स्पेशलिस्ट मिल गया है। भले बॉलिंग डिपार्टमेंट हो या बैटिंग डिपार्टमेंट हो या मतलब टॉप ऑर्डर मिडिल ऑर्डर सब जगह मतलब एक हर एक स्पेशल प्लेयर हमें मिल गया है। मुझे लगता है कि आने वाले 2-4 साल में ज्यादा नहीं तो भी एक ट्रॉफी तो और इंडियन टीम जीत लेगी।
ऑब्वियसली ये तो है कि हमारे सारे पोजीशंस में कोई ना कोई बैकअप में भी अच्छा है एंड इवन पोजीशंस में भी अच्छे है, बट आई वुड लाइक टू से दैट द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ वरुण चक्रवर्ती एंड हिज इंक्लूजन आफ्टर द न्यूजीलैंड गेम, एंड ही वाज जस्ट लाइक कि हमें ट्राई करना है कि चलो पॉइंट्स तो हो गए, हम क्वालिफाई हो ही गए तो वरुण चक्रवर्ती को गेम दे देते हैं। उसके बाद वो डिसीजन लेना कि चलो सेमीफाइनल फाइनल दोनों में खिला लो बिकॉज ही इज डूइंग रियली गुड। So, any views on that? Anyone open to all?
आई थिंक वो पूरा क्रेडिट जाता है गौतम गंभीर को। जैसा कि कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स में वरुण चक्रवर्ती लास्ट 3 सीजन से और ज्यादा टाइम से है, फिर लास्ट सीजन गौतम गंभीर वहाँ के कोच थे, तो मुझे लगता है कि गंभीर का ज्यादा इसमें इम्पैक्ट रहा होगा कि नहीं वरुण चक्रवर्ती को हमें ऐड करना चाहिए। और वरुण चक्रवर्ती आई थिंक ज्यादा इंटरनेशनल मैचेस खेला नहीं है, इसलिए सामने वाली टीम्स ने उनको इतना देखा नहीं, इसलिए वो मिस्टर स्पिनर हो सकते हैं। लेकिन हो सकता है कि आने वाले टाइम में जब वो ज्यादा मैचेस खेलेंगे या इस जो आईपीएल अपकमिंग सीजन उसमें जो इंटरनेशनल दूसरे प्लेयर थे वो ज्यादा से अच्छे से पिक करने की कोशिश करेंगे।
From not the mystery spinner, I think the plus point of Varun Chakravarti is his bowling stumps to stumps. He can add the variation, natural variation, the googly, but the plus point is no stumps to stumps. He'll bowl straight. You miss, he hit. That's the point of view. Even we hear commentators comparing his bowling style with Anil Kumble, where you know he'll hit you. He'll be there for every ball, every ball. He'll be there no middle stump, leg stump, middle stump. So in current style of batting, where the batsmen want to hit every ball or at least couple of balls in an over, he'll hit you. He'll be on your toes. He'll keep you on your toes. He'll take your wickets because the batsman doesn't like to play on or play dot balls. So that's where the plus point or Varun Chakravarti takes wickets. So I think yeah, even though players might get his variations while by data analysis on all this videographing, but he'll still thrive on these kind of.
See, playing from the third match was a strategic move. If you see the first two opponent, they were Pakistan and Bangladesh. Uh, they are known to play spin well, and we can see the results also. Like Hardik and Shami got most of the wickets, and they were the one who won us the game from bowling end against Bangladesh and Pakistan. In the middle over, both the teams did really well for their standards. So I don't think it was just a move to test Varun. They had him in a plan and they dropped the Yashasvi Jaiswal for him. So it was a clear understanding that Yashasvi is going to be our trump card in absence of Bumrah. Um, I think the one learning which India got from last few World Cups was batting depth, and they realized that they can't have fast bowling all rounders like other teams. So they begged two proper all rounders, Akshar and Jadeja. They kind of didn't go with the thought that they are like to like, so only one can play. And I think that is the thing which has given us advantage and can give us for some more years. And they are also developing Washington's on this. So if Jadeja retire, one more player can come. But yeah, I think this Chakravarti, see, we have seen him for somewhere around 5 years in IPL, and there was a time when his form got dipped and all, but he kind of reignited himself, changed some bowling actions, added some variations and all. So I think uh, it won't be that easy like what we are assuming, especially when the pitch is helping. And when pitch is not helping, obviously he is not going to be our go-to bowler because we already have two proper all-rounders. So there will be less and less spinners on fast bowling pitches. But whenever we need him, I think we have got the solid spinner, uh, and I think Kuldeep is going to get a lot of confidence, especially from today's game, because these players like Kuldeep, Gill, KL, these are known for like not turning up when they are required the most. Now they have, especially KL and uh, Chakravarti. Sorry, KL and Kuldeep. So overall, I think obviously time के साथ वरुण का थोड़ा performance जाएगा, but he has turned around things in his favor in the past also, so he will continue to do that.
या बिकॉज जैसे कि केएल का भी हम पहले सोच रहे थे कि ऋषभ पंत को आना चाहिए या नहीं, बट केएल ने ऑलमोस्ट 4 इनिंग्स में 3 तो नॉट आउट किए हैं एंड एक में शायद 23 रन्स पे गया था. सो इन अ वे ही इज काइंड ऑफ बिकमिंग द फिनिशर, द कूल काम फिनिशर वी वांटेड इन द मिडल.
But I think we are missing the main hero, Shreyas Iyer.
या आई मीन एवरीवन.
अगर वो
या
4 नंबर पे श्रेयस अय्यर वो इंटेंट ना दिखाता, क्योंकि हमेशा ऐसा होता है कि रोहित की सेल्फलेस इनिंग होती है और फिर हमें लगता है कि विराट कोहली आएगा, चेस मास्टर है, रन बना देगा, और ओडीआई में तो वो बनाता ही है तो हम जीत जाएंगे. लेकिन जो श्रेयस अय्यर ने पार्टनरशिप बनाई है हर मैचेस में विराट के साथ, वो काफी क्रूशियल थी. और आज के मैच में भी वो 49 रन्स, मतलब श्रेयस का सिर्फ 49 रन्स नहीं बनाना, वो जिस स्ट्राइक रेट से खेलता है उस पोजीशन पे, अगर वो उसका विकेट 23 के वर्ल्ड कप में नहीं मिलता तो मुझे लगता है कि हम 270 280 क्रॉस कर जाते उसमें भी. तो आई थिंक उस बैटिंग लाइनअप में सबसे स्ट्रॉन्ग प्लेयर देखा जा मॉडर्न, मतलब तेज भी खेलना है और उस पोजीशन में भी आना है कि नहीं यार, ऊपर अगर रोहित विराट दोनों आउट हो गए तो भी उस बैटिंग लाइनअप को चलाना और एंड तक लेके जाना. तो श्रेयस अय्यर वो वाला काम कर रहा है जो शायद 2011 वर्ल्ड कप में गंभीर और युवराज करते थे, कि सचिन और सहवाग के बाद जो बड़े नाम है उनके बाद चले गए तो फिर अब क्या.
या बिकॉज श्रेयस अय्यर फाइनल में भी शायद परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाए थे, बट इस फाइनल में परफॉर्म किया. एंड लास्ट 4 इनिंग्स ही इज लाइक 56, 79, 45 एंड 48. सो crucial runs on number 4. And yeah, today he also performed in the final, and he said in his interview as well कि उसकी पहली ICC trophy है, so he's feeling good about that. Yeah. So
I have a question for all of you. So, how many of these players you are seeing as the first choice in the 11 for next World Cup? Because in ODI, I don't think we have any big tournament till then.
I think the way Kohli was talking today, he wants to play the World Cup. I don't know what Rohit. I don't think so, Rohit. But yeah, maybe Yashasvi as well replaces Rohit, and then we have Kohli at one down. Iyer. I think Washington Sundar might, because I think he also follows in his footstep that as soon as Rohit and Kohli retired from T20 World Cup, after T20 World Cup, so he also retired. So he's also playing till they are playing. So I see that he will play the World Cup if Kohli is playing, and we need that experience because those two would be the only ones who experience. I don't think Shami will play. Maybe Arshdeep will replace him. Maybe we'll have Washington or Chahal, Kuldeep playing, if not Varun. So yeah.
आई थिंक बैटिंग तो यही रहेगी सेम, बॉलिंग में कुछ चेंजेस हो सकते हैं. डिपेंड करता है कि जैसे अभी हम WTC साइकिल से बाहर हो गए हैं, तो नेक्स्ट WTC साइकिल कैसा चलता है और रोहित शर्मा का टेस्ट टीम में बना रहता है नहीं, वो देखना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होगा. क्योंकि नेक्स्ट ईयर है T20 वर्ल्ड कप और वहाँ कप्तान है सूर्य कुमार यादव, और मुझे लगता है कि वो सूर्य कुमार का भी लास्ट ICC टूर्नामेंट ही रहेगा, क्योंकि ODI टीम में उसका इंक्लूजन और टेस्ट टीम में तो इंक्लूजन होना है नहीं, T20 टीम में उसका इंक्लूजन रहेगा, तो T20 सीरीज उसका लास्ट एज ए कैप्टन आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट रहेगा। उसके बाद इन फ्यूचर जो 28 का है वो बहुत ज़्यादा दूर की बात होगी, बट कैप्टनसी ओडीआई में मुझे लगता है कि अभी कुछ चेंजेस करना नहीं चाहेगी बीसीसीआई, क्योंकि उन्हें बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग कॉम्बिनेशन मिल चुका है। और अगर इस जगह अगर वो रोहित शर्मा पे दबाव बनाते भी है कि नहीं आपको वाइल्ड बॉल से हटना है, ये सिंगल फॉर्मेट कैप्टनसी, मुझे लगता है कि बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रोलिंग हो जाएगी और वो बैक नहीं कर पाएगा उस चीज़ को बीसीसीआई। तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि बीसीसीआई इस चीज़ को वो छेड़ेगा। बाकी ज़्यादा अब डिपेंड करता है कि आने वाले जैसे आईपीएल टूर्नामेंट है उसमें कैसा बैटिंग परफॉर्मेंस रहता है, क्योंकि जो भी बड़े प्लेयर है वो कोई कैप्टन नहीं है, रोहित विराट सब उन्होंने इंडिविजुअल प्लेयर खेलना है, तो उनका बैटिंग परफॉर्मेंस उनकी फिटनेस वहाँ दिख जाएगी कि हाँ इनको रखना है नहीं रखना। बाकी बॉलिंग डिपार्टमेंट में तो एज यूजुअल बुमराह तो खेलेगा ही 27 वर्ल्ड कप, नो डाउट। बात आती है शमी की, तो शमी भी जैसे मैंने कहा कि आईपीएल परफॉर्मेंस ही रहेगा, और टेस्ट में उसका कैसा रहता है फिटनेस, क्योंकि 34 ईयर्स का हो गया है और बैक मतलब इंजरीज प्रोन हो चुका है वो। बड़ी इंजरीज का आता है, साल साल 1.5 साल लग जाता है, तो टेस्ट लाइक लॉन्ग फॉर्मेट होता है, तो उसमें कैसा परफॉर्म करता है वो भी देखना है। बाकी हाँ मुझे लगता है कि अब बीसीसीआई को एक ये रखना चाहिए कि बायलेटरल सीरीज ओडीआई की बढ़ानी चाहिए, ताकि अर्शदीप हर्षित राणा ये जो यंगस्टर्स है जिन्होंने नहीं खेला उनको आप डायरेक्ट किसी आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट में पिक कर लोगे और उनको बोलोगे 50 ओवर आपको टूर्नामेंट खेलना है और आपको वहाँ परफॉर्म करना है, तो मुझे लगता है कि वो थोड़ा हेक्टिक हो जाएगा उनके लिए। तो बायलेटरल सीरीज ओडीआई मैचेस की ज़्यादा रखना चाहिए, और ऐसे यंगस्टर्स को उसमें प्ले करना चाहिए, और फिर जैसा शुभमन गिल को वाइस कैप्टन बनाया, तो वहाँ उसको कैप्टनसी परमानेंट देनी चाहिए ताकि वो ग्रूम हो जाए, ताकि 2027 वर्ल्ड कप में अगर फिटनेस इशू भी आता है रोहित शर्मा को, तो हमारे पास एक फुल्ली कंप्लीट ग्रूम्ड कैप्टन रेडी रहे।
बॉलिंग डिपार्टमेंट तो हमको पूरा हमारा सही है, बट मे बी आई थिंक नीतीश कुमार रेड्डी ऑल्सो कैन बी वन ऑफ द कंटेंडर्स to like if Nitish Kumar Reddy and Hardik Pandya both are playing, I think we will have a lot of balance in our team.
I think the core remains same as everyone said. The core players remain same. One or two players. Again, it will depend on how many matches India plays. Next 2 years. And I'm seeing ODI format as a dying format at current point of time, and it doesn't generate lot of eyeballs, lot of revenue, to be honest, right? Because only maybe half of the day people watch it, and yeah. So core and all in all, and I don't see Indian team or other teams playing lot of bilateral ODI tournaments
Yeah, not
in
just
future.
like bilateral. We should also have like tri series. Like
Yes.
we can play in Australia with Pakistan, Australia and India. Like we need to play more matches, more ODIs with Pakistan, and maybe that will keep us interested
Yes,
in a way.
I'm not too sure, because again, it all depends on how player, or doesn't it depends on player, depends on the how boards look at the revenue angle. It becomes lucrative if you play Pakistan, but yeah, there are a lot of other political factors included in that. But so yeah, only issue I see here, as I said, ODI format is a dying format, and I don't think even boards are very keen on playing a lot of ODI formats in their bilateral series. They look for T20 formats because they are quick. They'll create a lot of revenues. They create a lot of eyeballs as compared to ODI format. So
Let's come back to the game. Rachin Ravindra was player of the tournament. So, any views on him? He has been playing amazing in ICC tournaments, and also like some part of IPL he played well. But I think he is the most upcoming cricketer right now in the world. So, what do you think about him, guys?
So there was already a discussion in last few games about future Fab Four. So Rachin was already there, and he should be, because the way he plays all three games, especially the side of New Zealand, they don't have a lot of replacement options. So that's why player like Rachin Williamson gets long rope. That is also going to be his advantage, and we have seen today, like it wasn't that he was playing. Means if you compare his inning against Gill's inning, who has played more knockouts of ICC than him, he was completely different. He was actually trying to bring the momentum of Travis Head, and I was really worried the way he was playing. So that kind of fear a player can create in um, in opponent's dressing room, then he should be taken seriously. And I think he has proven it time and again. He was one of the factor we lost in against New Zealand in Test series, and he was playing like well in New Zealand. Means like Dubai, he was playing well in Pakistan. So it wasn't like he is one kind of player. He is type की pitch पे अच्छा कर लेगा everywhere else he want. So I think he has all those quality. Plus he has the bowling, which many other youngsters don't. So I think overall, if he is fit and if he continues this kind of performance, he can end up as a all-time great. Uh, um, the way like we talk about Williamson, Kohli, Smith today, Rachin Ravindra, and I think see, to be fair, if we go by betting conditions and the situations, I personally feel Shreyas also deserved a man of the series. But one more aspect which comes into play is the number of runs. And there, obviously, Ravindra was ahead, and he also had century. Shreyas obviously come late, so that impact which we saw like युवराज सिंह का फिर भी दिख गया था 2011 में because he used to bowl also, but वो दिखता नहीं है like on statistics. So maybe but it was a close call. Like if they would have given it to Shreyas Iyer also, I think it won't have been a wrong call.
Even Varun Chakravarti would have been a person. But yeah, as you mentioned, new Fab Four. So what do you think? Who is the new Fab Four now? Discarding what the previous ones.
Don't see any prominent name right now who's taken the world by storm or new players who are
But still, if you want to pick
I
Fab
think there
Four.
is. I don't think there is any pay for in the future because,
yeah.
as Gaurav said, that ODI format is dying. Uh, everybody started their own franchise leagues as South Africa and IPL is also. तो मुझे लगता है कि जब
Not
तक
necessary.
ODI मैचेस नहीं होंगे क्योंकि नहीं बट
No, not
मेरा
necessarily
पर्टिकुलर
ODI. Like
ये है कि
overall Fab Four.
नहीं ओवरऑल फैब फोर का मतलब क्या है कि तीनों फॉर्मेट अभी जो फैब फोर थे स्मिथ विराट कोहली केन विलियमसन एंड वन मोर
Not
जो
Babar.
रूट तो तीनों
You're
जो थे
missing.
जो रूट नो नो बाबा इज नॉट इन द फैब फोर जो रूट भले T20 मैचेस कम खिला है बट ये तीनों जो थे सेम एज के थे तो तीनों फॉर्मेट ज्यादा खेलते थे ठीक है फिर भी इसमें T20 अब ज्यादा होने लगा है लेकिन ओडीआई और टेस्ट के बेसिस पे हमें फेब फोर क्रिएट किया था तो अब अगर ओडीआई फॉर्मेट वो है कि जहाँ पर एक्चुअल क्रिकेट स्किल्स का टेस्ट होता है क्योंकि टेस्ट मैच एक लॉन्ग फॉर्मेट है और T20 बहुत ज्यादा ही शॉर्ट हो जाता है उसमें बस आपको आना है और मारना है उसमें स्किल्स का इतना प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं होता है बस वहाँ पावर हिटिंग होती है तो अगर ओडीआई फॉर्मेट ही नहीं होगा इतने मैचेस नहीं होंगे तो हम कंक्लूजन पे नहीं आएंगे कि फेब फोर में सिलेक्ट किसे करना है आई थिंक फॉर्मेट का बहुत इम्पैक्ट होता है फेब फोर सिलेक्ट करने में राइट नाउ आई डोंट थिंक कि कोई फेब फोर है हाँ इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मर्स हो सकते हैं लेकिन ऐसा कोई बैटल हो कि नहीं टॉप 4 या 5 कंट्रीज जो हम बोलते हैं उनमें से टॉप पिक करे उनका कुछ बैटल हो
See, I have two point of view here. See, as the game changes, people thinking also changes. Like if you use earlier era when Sachin was there, David was there, Callis, Lara was there, people used to come like great player used to come from Test, and then during Virat's era, it was mix of Test and ODI. It was if you look at the reality, the other three are more bigger player in Test only. In ODI, Kohli is way ahead. The only reason they are compared like all four together is because their test record is almost similar, where Kohli is somehow letting out. Uh, but I think in future there are two things which I can see. In the immediate next 5 years, I think this will be the era of late boomers. We have seen Travis Head already. Devon Conway is he was injured and not there in the team. Otherwise, things may have been different if Devon Conway would have been there in place of William. We have seen Shreyas Iyer, even See, as a batsman, Hardik may not be there, but as an all-rounder, he is definitely there. Very crucial player. And Babar Azam is also like now a 28 plus kind of player. Rishabh Pant also has a lot of fire in him, although we haven't seen much, but whatever chances he got after injury in Test cricket, he turns out really well. So I think these are the players who are 28 around. They could be the big thing in next 5 6 years. When we talk about next 10 years player, I think every country has at least one. In India, we can see Yashasvi and Gill there, but the only problem is that both of them are not the first choice. At least if we go purely on performance in T20s, which is the core format, there we have Abhishek, which is much better than them, and Sanju brings the wicket keeping skills, which we don't see any other else who can come at the top and hit runs like that and also give us wicket keeping option. So I think that's why unless Gill and Yashasvi become a prominent figure in T20, it will be difficult for them to uh, uh, prove their dream. Rachin Ravindra don't have that kind of competition there in New Zealand, but still, like we have to see like how he is going to perform in T20s. It's no longer the game where people would cherish Virat Kohli for scoring 70 runs in 50 balls. We are in the era like if you have played 50 balls, why you are not having 100? So I think, and then there is Saeem Ayub. Recently, he has played really well, and Pakistan's a lot of things in Pakistan went wrong at the wrong time. Maybe Saeem Ayub, if he would have been there,
Yeah,
he may
he was
have
opener,
bring
right?
at least New Zealand wala game in their favor, and things would have been different if Fakar and Saeem would have been opening for Pakistan. So he is also young, and we are also seeing some new countries like Pakistan, 177 run player. I think it was Ibrahim Zadran or
Afghanistan. Afghanistan.
uh,
Ibrahim
so
Zadran.
these are also new players which are coming, new powers which are arising. And remember, we are now having 20 teams in T20 World Cups. So I think game is gonna go bigger, and we will see new heroes. They may not be means terms may changes. Like we won't see number of hundreds defining or averages defining the F score. It could be strike rates or it could be the impact. So that's my view.
And according to me, I think if I have to pick Fab Four right now, I would pick like from India Gill, then from New Zealand Rachin Ravindra, then from England I think Harry Brook because he's playing almost all formats, and also who else is left? Australia I think either Travis Head or Marnus. I I think maybe Manas is
I think
still,
they are older.
yeah, too older, Manas, but
So,
I
so
think both of these are amazing
So
players.
one common thing that is lacking in the current the Fab Four that you mentioned, right? The one common thing it's very prominent. They are not consistent in different conditions. They're good,
Yeah.
very good in their home conditions, but then when they travel abroad, especially
Mm.
Harry Brook, he's horrible.
Yeah.
He's very good in maybe swinging conditions in England or in fact New Zealand. He plays very well, but in a sprint friendly or the low pitches he's horrible, and he has excuses for that, so he has to cover basis on that. Rachin Ravindra is good, but he has to again perform on bilateral series except outside the ICC tournaments.
Even
uh,
Jacob Bethel is one more
yes, again
aspect.
he has potential, but I don't see
But why
he
not
would
just Yashasvi? Why Gill?
I think because Gill is playing all formats, that's why. Like,
Shoaib,
not all.
you know the
Okay.
answer.
Maybe,
Sorry.
maybe
You
because
already know the answer.
GT advantage. That's all. Yeah. But yeah, let's come to the main question uh, of today, or maybe of today's after today's match, that uh, no one retired today. So what are your views? Like, is there some retirement coming in the near future, or is it like
No,
what's going on? If there is some like
they won't be.
announcement
They
later
won't
as
be.
well.
No, they won't be, I guess.
Yeah,
as I said, they won't. There's no ODI series or no, I mean, prominent ODI tournament coming up, so I don't see any retirement in the near future unless and until they are
see,
forced
I
to.
think
But no,
we have to see where is the next World Cup. It's in South Africa. So obviously we need some fresh bowling attack which can bowl consistently 140 plus. So obviously we can't have four spinners. Uh, so I think even if Kuldeep won't announce a retirement, I don't think he or Chakravarti both can play the next World Cup. So one of them won't be even in a squad, and nobody can wait for 2031. We have to agree to that. So I think bowling may be. I am seeing at least one from Chakravarti and Kuldeep should be going out. Second, I think Ravin Jadeja is going to go out because we again can't have two all rounders of spin. So it could be Nitish Reddy, it could be anyone else. We don't know, but we need somebody who can at least clock 135 to 40, if not 140 plus, alongside Hardik. And we don't know like Hardik can fit himself for next 2 more years because he's very fragile. We have to agree to that. And the as he age, it becomes more and more difficult for his body to survive. Many big all-rounders stopped bowling in their late years, so we don't know. We may need two pace all-rounder, but at least for now, I think one pace all-rounder, one spinner is already
We
going
have
to
one.
be there.
Nitish Rana
Nitish Rana is
is all rounder.
not fast,
Oh,
all
sorry,
our
Harshit
options.
Rana. Sorry. I was Nitish Rana.
Harshit Rana.
Harshit Rana.
Yeah, Harshit Rana will replace, I think, Shami. Um, सो शमी की जगह हर्षित राणा हो जाएगा, एक स्पिनर की जगह कोई और फास्ट बॉलर होगा, मे बी हर्षदीप. एंड सो दिस 15 के कोर में से ही काफी प्लेयर्स चूज हो जाएंगे, बट आई थिंक दो स्पिनर्स बाहर जाएंगे, एक ऑलराउंडर और एक स्पिन में. एंड मे बी लाइक if Pant becomes really big, then maybe there won't be a place for KL. But the way he played today, I think if Kohli is not there, or we can't trust Kohli the way we can trust Kohli now, in all those situations we need KL to be Mr. Reliable, because we can't ask Iyer to be reliable and play slow innings and all. So I think there is at least 3 to 4 spots where I am seeing that uh, we need new faces. Even if, see, I don't think player is gonna retire now, so they have to tell them that you have to stood down or
Sa- Maybe
uh,
rest for
whatever
few series,
term they are going to
like
use.
something.
But I don't see the same 11. Obviously, conditions won't suggest it. And second thing, see, Rohit, I don't see, to be honest, and I think it would be better if we have at least some matches for Gill as a captain, so that we can understand whether he's ready or we should go to with Hardik, because Hardik is ready. We know that.
And so we come to the last question of today's podcast, which is like we talked about who will come in and out of Indian team, but I want to talk about if there is a possibility of another Champions Trophy in the future. Which team do you see coming out or going in?
Top eight.
Yeah.
maybe possibly Sri Lanka coming in, but I in place of Bangladesh.
Anyone else? West Indies? No.
No,
No, see, depends on the. See, I think it will be after 27 World Cup,
Yeah.
and it will be in South Africa. So will be tough challenge for both Afghanistan and Bangladesh. So there is a chance both West Indies and if West Indies can qualify for the main World Cup, as well as Sri Lanka can do it, then I think both of them can replace Afghanistan and Bangladesh, because the condition will favor them more. Sri Lanka and West Indies can play anywhere. It was an Asian World Cup last time, and that's why Afghanistan and Bangladesh was ahead of these two. And we don't have to forget about Netherlands. They have a very good love with South Africa.
No.
So maybe I'm not saying like they can come, but they were they were 10th this time, so they can be at the next time.
Yeah, but
Uh,
they're not
but
playing
main,
at all.
yeah,
They're
but
not.
I think main probability is Sri Lanka and West Indies replacing the Bangladesh and Afghanistan.
What about some team like Zimbabwe or Ireland coming in? No.
No,
All right.
No upsets there.
All right. So, yeah. So, guys, this was the podcast. We don't have any super fast speed round and left because we have end of the series, and next podcast will start maybe in the beginning of IPL, and before that maybe some discussions on teams. So thank you so much guys for watching. Please like and subscribe the channel, like this video, and do share your comments in the comment section. What do you think, who will replace who, what will be your probable 11, who is your fab 4 right now. So please do share and subscribe to your channel, and do share with your friends and cricket enthusiasts. Thank you so much Shoaib, thank you so much Gaurav, joining from Ireland, India, and now I'm also joining from Berlin. So Cricketic is going global. Thank you so much guys, see you later. Bye bye,
Thank
see
you.
you.